All right, we have user raising their hand. So if you have any questions, you can type it into the question section. And at the end of the session, we will be answering to your questions. And here we have my assistant, Laura. She'll be helping to read up the questions for us as well at the end of the this webinar. Okay, so let's start. Right, so this is our very first sessions to share with everyone here about how you can actually post in the Estate123 to gain more leads. Because previously, if you have been using our the old website estate123.com, this is the new site where we have did a lot of enhancements. So we hope that with this new enhancement, we can help all our agents to even promote their property even more effective. Okay, so just as a start, let me just introduce myself. My name is Wei Yong. I'm one of the co-founder of Estate123 and Landlord123. Actually, I started this project together with Joe. He's also one of our co-founder in the project, and he have a very vast knowledge in real estate investment. And for me, I've been working on the web development and also marketing for the past 20 years. So combining my skill and with his knowledge on the real estate investment. So I believe that what we did in Estate123 will actually help our agents in Malaysia here, right? So let's get started. So before I go into the demo, I just want to check with everyone here, how many of you already started creating your own video to share in Facebook or YouTube? So maybe in the chat there, if you have, you can type 1. So also you put whether it's a Facebook or YouTube. So you put 1, Facebook or 1, YouTube. All right. Okay, so the chat is we have some users replying. So okay, I think some of our users here are not into the video sharing yet. So the reason I'm asking this is because in our property posting sections, actually there's one area where we now allow our users to actually share video. So sharing a video actually helps a lot in the property posting. Okay, so let me just show you the sections in our website. Okay, so I'm just trying to show this, and then after jump into the demo. Okay, so in the website, once you started the property listing, these are the only 3 sections that you need to fill in: the property details, the gallery, and the map. Okay, so the property details is where we will be sharing all the information about the listings, right? What is the property about, where is the location. Okay, so all this information you can provide in the property details. And gallery is where you'll be posting the photos and also the video, and also the as normal, the map section. Okay, so now let me just go into the website. Okay, so this is the sections in the website. Right, so after you go to the page, on the top right, you will log in or you sign up. You go to the My Account, go to Property Listings. Okay, so property listings is where you can see all the property that you have posted. So by default, it will show the commercial property. You can view the residential property here as well, those residential property that you have posted. And we will show the status of the property, whether it has been approved and show rejected. Okay, so let me start by posting one sample here. Let me try a commercial property. Okay, right, so let me just click new. Okay, so I will type in the property name. So let's say I start with this M Vertica. Okay, it's a residential. Then we choose add new property. Okay, so when we come into this page, right, you'll see the property name that we have provided is already pre-populated here. And one information or one sharing that I want to share is for the property name, try to minimize it to only show the property name, we try not to do keyword stuffing into the property name, because sometimes we do notice that there are users that try to put in as many keywords as possible into a property name. Let's say they try to put M Vertica, and then they put Cheras, and then they put KL, and they put condominium, okay, for rent. So if you try to put too many keywords in this, right, actually it will not help in the sense of getting the user to find your property, because end of the day, all the property listings that we share here, right, we hope that when the Google search engine, they come in to pick up the property listings, they will be able to understand what is the listings that the agent already key in, or anyone key in. So if you try to put all the keywords in here, and if someone, they use the search engine and they try to search only based on that particular property name, right, actually the search engine or even our site will be confused, like too many keywords here, they might not be able to pick up that property. So that's why we will advise all our users that if you post in that property, you will try to minimize too many keyword stuffing in the property name. So you just put in the property name, that's the best already. Okay. Then for the property type, we can select from here, condominium. Okay, then this is the normal fields that we will normally fill in. Okay. Then you can select by the selections here. So let's say this one is Cheras, then the area. Let's say you just want to put Cheras as well. Okay. You can select from the selection here, or if not, you can just type in the area that you want. And the postcode here, let me just put in 43200. This example, yeah. Oops. I'll just put in this one first. Okay. Then the land area. Okay. So land area and the build up area, this is the basic information that you'll be providing. So let's say the land area is this much. We can just fill in by the square feet here. So the square meter, you can leave it, it will pre-calculate for you. Okay. Say this one is also 1,002. Okay. Then you can put in the pricing, whether is it for sale or for rent. So let's say I just put this is for rent and it's at this price. Okay. So all those fields that you see there's an asterisk there is something that you have to provide. Okay, so all these fields, make sure that you provide the values there. Okay, and for the bedroom, bathroom, you can put in the detail. If let's say you want to skip this for now, you can skip this, right? But it's best that you provide as much information as possible for the property, because if let's say it's residential, user might be doing searching based on the filtering of how many rooms that they are looking for, so it might help there. Okay, so for parking, let's say I say this property, you got one parking and it's not furnished, and say this is a leasehold. Okay. Then for the facilities, this one you can just choose all the facilities available. And if any of the facilities that you wanted to add is not here, you can actually just provide it additionally here. Right? If let's say just take one example, I want to put something else which is not in the list. Let's say I just put in the security. Let's say this is just one extra. Okay. I can just type in here. So later on, when the property is approved, right, they'll actually show these additional facilities there. Right. Then the next is the purpose of this, and also the description. This one is optional. So for residential, maybe you can type in some additional info here. But for the commercial, this will be very useful, because the property that you are selling or renting out, you can put in what is the purpose of this property they can use for, and the descriptions. Okay, so once you have done fill in all this detail here and you are comfortable that it's all okay, then you just click save and continue. Okay, then next we will go to the gallery section. So for the gallery section, these are the 8 photos that you can provide. Okay, to provide the photo, we will advise all users to at least put in a watermark to their photo, because if let's say you want to just avoid anyone using your photos, you can use like from your mobile phone, there are software sets available that you can actually include your name or maybe your mobile number into the photo as a watermark. So you can do that, and after that, when you download back the photo into your computer here, so you just go to the choose file here. So let's say in this example, I got a few photos. Okay, so I got these 3 photos here. So I can just one shot, I can select all 3 photos and then I click open. Okay, so now I got 3 files. I just click upload. And what the system do now is going to upload the file. And one advice that I also want to share about photos sharing, right, is if you are uploading the photo, make sure that the photo that you use is photo that without watermark from other property website, because we just want to avoid if let's say the photos is showing in Estate123.my, but then at the end when the photo show up in the main page, right, it's actually showing a different company. So if we see those kind of property listing, we might have to reject that, and then the agent will have to re-upload that again. Okay. And also one thing is for the photos, make sure to use the photos which is looks professional, because if a photo that is taken is it looks very normal, it's like they just simply pick one section to snap the photo, right? It might not look nice when the property is being approved, and when anyone viewing the property, they might feel like is this property legit or not? How we will convince the user if let's say we use the photo which is not as professional or even not nicely taken. So try to snap a photo which is looks, at least you can see everything in one photo for a particular section. Let's say if you're taking the living room, so try to snap the whole living room area instead of just the fan, just the roof, or maybe just the floor like that. Okay. So after you selected the photo, right, here you see by default, the website will actually choose the first photo as a primary. Okay, then the others is just a secondary. Primary means that if a photo appear on the main page, they will show this photo first as the thumbnail. The rest will be when they go into the property detail, only they show that out. Okay, right. Next is the YouTube video. Okay, so this is something that I want to share, because just now earlier when I started the this webinar, so I asked everyone, have you started sharing? Because if you do have your own YouTube channel, or if you have created your video, so make sure that you share that in the YouTube and then you put the link here. So how do we get this to work, right? So let me just show you. If let's say I go to YouTube. Okay, so just let's say you have your own channel already, then it will be great, because you can straight away copy that link from that particular video for that property to show that. If not, let me try to search on, let's say Vertica. Oops. Okay, this is just an example. I just want to take one of these property here to show, right? Let me take let's say this one. Oh, there's an ad for this video. Okay, so let me just copy this video. So to copy the link for the video, we just copy the link on top of the browser. You see on the address bar there, there's one, the address, right? Try not to use this share here, okay? Because we do have users that they use the share and then they copy out this link. It will not work, because this link actually is more like a shortcut to redirect the user to this video. So for sharing in the website, make sure you copy the address bar here. Let me copy. I come back here, I paste. Okay, so later on when we go to the next stage, when we review the property, you'll be able to see how the video appear. Okay, and for this YouTube video, we have three sections or three video link that you can share. So why we allow 3 video is because if let's say we have one property that is we want to review the inside of the property, there's one in one video, and then there's another video we want to talk about that particular area. So you can actually separate it into a different link instead of stuffing everything into one single video, right? And if let's say another video you want to just talk about this particular developer, so you can actually share all of them here. Okay, so I have one video here. Let me just pick another one. Let's say I want to talk about Cheras. Okay, but if let's say you are taking a video from one other YouTuber, right? So try to get permission from them first before you're sharing it into the website. Okay. Okay, so just example, let me just say I want to share about talking about the surrounding. Okay, so I just copy this URL. I just come back here, I paste, this is the second link. Okay, so once I confirm this already, now I click on the save and continue. Okay, so next is we will go to the map section. Okay, so for the map section, when you come into this section, right, it actually will show you the area that you selected just now. If you confirm that, then you just click on the confirm location, and then the system will actually locate the area that was specified. Okay, and this is where you can filter and just confirm whether the dot is it located at the correct section. If not, you can just browse around in the property. So you just look for the plot where you want to plot that property. If it's too huge, then you can just click on this minus here to zoom out. Okay, so let's say you find and okay, this is the place you want to plot it, right? You just click on the area there. You don't have to drag this thing here. You just click. Then the property lot, the plot will be put there. Okay, so another example, just let's say it's actually here. I just click and then this will be placed there. Okay, so once I confirm, I click on the save and continue. Right, so I already created my property. So now all the information I provided into the form is already confirmed. I just click on the submit for approval. Okay, so that's all you need to do when you are posting the property. And now if I want to just go back and view the property, right? Just now I was creating the residential. So I just click on residential. Okay, so you can see the property that we created just now is now pending for verification. If you just want to make changes or you want to view, right, you just click on this small arrow here. You click on this. You click details. It will show you how the property will look like if let's say the property is already approved and when the user is viewing the property. So on top here, it will be the property name, and then this one will be your name, and this one will be the agency that you are tied to, and this is all the photos that you uploaded just now. So if I want to see it in a bigger view, right, I can just click on the photo, then this is how it looks like bigger, right? So for the viewer, when they are looking at the property, they just use the keyboard. They can just browse around to see all the other photos that is uploaded. Okay. And if I go scroll further down, so this is where how we will show out the video, like the 2 videos that I uploaded, I attached just now. It will show in this manner. So if a user is going to they want to see details, what is this property about, if you have shared the video, right? So they can just click on this and then they can see that video in this view. Okay, so let's say I go here. Okay, then if I want to see a second video, I just click on this second one, play, then I can view that already, right? So the reason why we also included a virtual tour function like this, right, is because now as we know, more and more users or more agents already start to go into using YouTube to share about a property, because before we convince a buyer to even buy a property, it's best that we try to use a video that they can view, and then they can actually learn more about the property. And then at the end, when they are convinced that okay, you are the agents that they want to deal with, right, then that is where they will be contacting you. So in the property details, we also have these sections here where if anyone interested in the property, so they can actually fill in the details and then submit, and you'll be getting the inquiry in the website here. So if you receive the inquiry, you'll get an email, and then when you go to the My Account, you see under the property leads. So any inquiry that you receive for the property, it will be displayed in this property list here. Okay, so that's where you can like keep contact to the other buyer or person that is interested with your property. Okay, let me go back to my slide. Okay, so let me start the slide. Okay, so that's all the sharing that I want to do today for the property posting, because like I shared earlier, this website is newly redesigned, and we hope that with these new functions that we added, we can help our agents to post their property more effectively. Okay, so this is my contact details. If you want to get more information, you can actually you can follow my LinkedIn page. You just search for my name from LinkedIn, or you can also email me. This is my email address. And this, if you want to search or get updates from our team, you just go to any social media like Facebook, Twitter, even YouTube. You just search for Estate123. So our channel is all there, and we will share all the updates that we have in all our social media channels. Okay, so now we open up for any questions. So let me see whether there's any question that we receive from my team here. Okay, so I saw a few questions here. All right, I have a question by Ernest. Will Estate123 auto adding watermark in near future, like iProperty? Okay, so the watermark functions, yes, we will consider adding the watermark feature later on. So because this one is just the phase one of our new version, so we start with allowing the members to do the property posting first. So later on, slowly we will start to add in features like that, where when they post a photo, we will also add the watermark. And also the question from Ernest about maximum photo is 10. Enable. Try to enable. Okay. Your question, you say, is it 10 photo? Yes, 10 photo. I think the reason that you are getting the point about the possible file upload attack, right, is because when you post the photo, you try to compress the photo to be a bit smaller, because maybe the photo that you upload is each photo is about 4 or 5 megabyte, and then when you upload 10 photo, right, then it's taking out of 50, maybe 50 or 60 megabyte. It might be that is the reason where when you try to upload that, right, then the server is considering someone is trying to attack the server. So let me share something with you here, because normally whenever we have users that is having problem uploading photo, right, we will suggest using this particular tool they call tiny PNG or tiny JPG. Okay, so if you look at this this program, this app, this website is free to use. If you have any JPG file or PNG file, which is quite huge, because sometimes for photos that we take from our phone, it might be up to 20 megabyte per photo, right? So in order to compress the image, because sometimes if we try to upload like that, like just now I mentioned, one shot you have 10 photos, and then each of the photos is about 4 or 5 megabyte, right? Then it will actually take quite a lot of bandwidth from your site also, and then the server might consider is trying to user attack. So that's why you have the limitation there. So the reason I share this tiny PNG, so let me show you. So let's say you have a photo. Let me choose a photo which is quite big. Okay, let's say you see this. We have this particular image where it is about 1 megabyte. If you want to make it smaller, right, you just go to this website, tiny PNG. You just drag this photo into the website here. Then you'll see it will start help you to compress. So sometimes some photo, it can compress you from about 1 megabyte down all the way to maybe just about 200, 300 kilobyte. Yeah, let's you see this one. So I'm just uploading a 1 meg file. It's compressing to 200 over kilobyte. And even though you see it's a very huge compression, but the quality of the image is still there. So if I download back this photo, okay, so if I let me just go back to the folder. Okay, so this is how the photo look like. Okay, so after we compress the photo, then you will see that the file size already compressed, but the image quality is still there. So it's best that if you have any photo which is quite big, right, you use the tiny PNG or tiny JPG. You just drag the photo here and let the system to help you to compress it. Okay, I hope I answered your question there. Got a question for Edmund. Does it support the 360 photo? Okay, 360 photo at the moment, the website is not supporting that yet. So we're also exploring into looking how we can help the agents to work on having 360 photo there. And also, I also noticed that there are users sharing where at the moment, they just use the YouTube. They can actually snap the photo and then they put into the YouTube where it can be interactive. So this is also something that I'm trying to explore and see whether we can implement something like that into our website. All right, and another question that we have, also from Edmund, can listing from other website be uploaded into Estate123? Okay, if the listing that you mentioned here is about, is it auto copy from Estate into from other website into here, right? So if you're okay, if you mean that, at the moment, no, because this one is more like we are just allowing the user to straight away post the property direct from the website. So we haven't have any engine that allow you to do that, like posting that property from other sites into here yet. So sorry for that. So you can start to maybe what I can suggest is you pick some of the property that you have the photo, the video that you want to share, and then you come into Estate123 and post it here first. Because why I say that you need to start with the video first is because if we look into how our site is now trying to help our agents on the video, right? Let me go back to my listing here. Let me just go back to my listing first, yeah. Okay, let me view. Okay, so imagine if let's say we're using the conventional way of promoting a property through a website. Previously, it's like we're hoping that if we post any property and then we are hoping that we will be able to get noticed by the users that by going through a property website, and then they will see like how many property we have, and then they might be contacting us, right? Now it's actually more challenging because we have to consider other options like starting up with videos to do the explanation, right? Like let me see, like we go into here. So let's say previously anyone they are viewing the photo or viewing the video, they just look at the photo, they just look at the description, and then the chances is the buyer or the person that is interested, right, to fill in the form to submit to you is maybe 50%, right? Now, if let's say you created your own channel with a video of you talking about this property, it actually helps the buyer to, you know, to be convinced that, hey, this is the agent that might know more about this. So it might help to bring them to fill in their details here and then submit their inquiry to you. You get what I mean? So you try to work on this one first. Maybe you start by one or two property with a video and put it here. Okay, so got another question. Any integration with social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn? This one for now, for the property agent page, let's say we go back into here, we are working into enhancing more on the what I say, the agent's detail page, because now this for this first phase, we are just making it into a way that we can help you to list on the property here first. So later on, we will be adding more features where we will also like allow you to link your Facebook, Instagram, or even your YouTube channel into this profile here. Okay, good suggestion by Edmund. You have a suggestion to make the first video to autoplay to attract a user. Yeah, we can consider that. Thanks for the suggestion, Edmund. Okay. So do we have any more questions from the floor? Okay, so so we are just a bit out of time. We hope that this session today, we are able to help all our agents to get know about the sections in our posting page, and also to give you some tips about how you actually post in our website to actually get more attention from the users. And we're going to plan more sessions like this to share with all our users here. And do follow us in our social media page, especially Facebook and also LinkedIn, because every time when we have planned for any new webinars like this, we're going to share in all these channels. Okay. Okay. So, oh, sorry, we got one last question here. Will watermark photo be rejected? Okay. For the photos, if let's say just now earlier when I shared about posting of a property, when you put in the photo, try not to put in a photo where you have use a website of another website, right? So if we do see that, we might have to reject that because like I said, we try to avoid having other websites names shown in in the photo section there. Okay. Okay, so since we don't have any questions, thanks everyone for your time, and remember, follow us in our social media, and we'll be organizing our next session, and we'll share with you there. All right, thanks and bye everyone.